Okay folks, this is your old pal Hondo doing a quick review on a outdoors product, which is the Mossy Oak rechargeable headlamp. Now we'll get the specs out of the way for this headlamp. It is a 300 lumen at its highest setting, and it's 200 lumens at its lowest setting. It has a sensor basically, so you can put your hand over it and turn the light on and off if you need to. It has 3 modes, which is it has a 200 lumen mode, 300 lumen mode, black light mode for tracking blood. This is designed for being a hunter's headlamp, so the black light, you can either track blood or whatnot with it. And it does have a strobe light as well. The sensor works like this. You could hold down the 200 lumen and this switch right here on top, which is the sensor mode. You hit that and basically you can turn on in front of the headlamp like this, and it turns on, and then when you put your hand in front of it, it turns off. To disengage that, you hit that again and it turns it off. You hit the sensor button again and it turns it off. You could also put it in black light mode as well. Hit the sensor mode and it will turn off and on when you put your hand in front of it, which is really interesting. It does have a 1200 milliamp battery, guys. It's 1 amp and 5 volts. It does have a US 2.0. It has a 2.0 USB charger. So this is a rechargeable type of headlamp. I've had it over a year now, and I've used it for a year. I'll give you the pros and cons of this headlamp. The pro of this headlamp, it's rechargeable. The specs are for the how long the battery life lasts per mode. The 200 lumen light will last probably about, from using it, it's stated on its website that it lasts about, 12 hours with the 200 lumens battery time, and it lasts about probably around 8 to 7 hours on the 300 lumen. It is a plastic body design, has a stupid little adjustable plate for your head. Pros about the thing: it's rechargeable. Like I said before, you don't need to replace batteries with it, and it's pretty comparable to most of the budget rechargeable headlamps out there on the market. I've used it for a year. You can see there's a lot of wear and tear on it, as you can see, guys. It is water resistant. I have dropped it in the water on accident a few times in the kayak, and it's water resistant, but I wouldn't trust it in like really deep, really deep water. I mean, there's a lot of better options out there than this one, like maybe a Coast or a Nightcore or something along that line that's aluminum. It is plastic, it's not aluminum, so if you do drop it, you might break it, so keep that in mind. It is kind of cheap. It's not very expensive. A few of the gripes I have about this thing, using it for about a year now, is that there's no cushion behind the adjustable plate on the like foam on the back of the adjustable plate, and it does bite into your head if you're just putting it on your head, when most of the other expensive ones have like a foam cushion on the back, and they have an extra like nylon strap around the top so it stays on your head. I do have an issue with this thing staying on my head sometimes. When you're trying to adjust it, it just wobbles all over your head, and when you sweat, it makes it even worse. You kind of lubricate your head to the point where it doesn't like staying on your head very well. And using it, the first few months was just fine. Field of use that I've used this for, and a lot of people use it for hunting. It's what it was designed for hunters. With the black light, you can use it to track wounded animals that, you know, you might have shot. But I use it for fishing and camping, you know, for firewood. I used it for, you know, putting up tents at night if I got to the campsite late. The black light feature, I find one of the main things that really interested me in this one in particular over a lot of the other models, cheaper models out there with the black light feature. If you're using like a high visibility fishing line, like a yellow fishing line, that black light will literally make that fishing line glow. And if you're a night fisherman and you're in a kayak or a boat and you're like vertical jigging or casting and retrieving, you can literally see that line bumping from the fish, and it could possibly help you with a hook set. One of the major gripes I do have about this headlamp overall is the battery. Within a year's worth of use, the battery, when it's fully charged, when I have it on, will go out within 10 minutes of use. And that's not the light's fault. I think it's the battery in it. It has wore out, you know, has failed over the year that I've used it. So don't expect overwhelming quality from this. You might be getting better quality with the better name brand, but you know, for the price of this, it's pretty evenly matched with a lot of the cheaper Energizer, Ozark Trail, you know, Amazon special type of rechargeable head lanterns. You know, it's just finally going out now. The battery's finally failing on it, and you know, but you know, expect about a year's worth of use from this thing before it starts failing on you guys. But you know, for 14 bucks, I got a year's worth of use out of it. You know, I mean, I'm not going to recommend it, you know, for a, you know, long term sustainability type of you know, headlamp. But with the 2.0 USB charger, you could pretty much hook it up to any car, cigarette, phone jack charger. It'll hook up to that, and you keep it in your car charging. Your cell phone charger, wall mounts, pretty much anything that has a USB 2.0 charger will recharge this thing, no problem. If I had to give it a score rating, out of 3 out of 5 compared to some of the other headlamps I've used over the years, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's not great quality, but it's not bad quality, guys. And you know, for 14 bucks or 20 bucks, however, whatever they're going for now, I know they make the Nubu or Nubula, I can't even, version of this, which is a smaller version that has like a little hat clip, and it's I think it's about either a 300 or 400 lumen model. The beam on this does reach out to about, you know, at the highest lumen setting, which is 300, goes probably about 30 feet. So it's not bad. It's not terrible. The old coastal one I had would go up to probably about 100 feet. But this is not bad. I guess if you want to get a cheap little headlamp that ain't going to break the bank, that's not great quality, but it's not bad quality. I mean, it is for what it is, I guess. If you're on a budget and you need a headlamp, this one would come in handy, guys. And it does have a lot of features for a fisherman that I find very appealing about this version with the black light and high visibility line. I kind of recommend it, and I kind of don't recommend it. You guys go out and buy one yourself and you know, test it yourself and see how you like it. But for me, I'll probably give it a 3 out of 5. It's not the best one in the world, but if you're in the market for a cheap headlamp, go ahead and get it. It works. Y'all take it easy. This has been your old pal Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical and Outdoors Reviews. You guys take it easy. Peace out.